Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Welcome to another episode of Your Local Leaders. I'm Terry Cain, real estate agent with Keller Williams Complete Niagara Realty. Tatiana Betancourt. Tatiana is the owner of GT Kitchen and Bath. She is the T and her partner is G as in Gabe. It's an award-winning home improvement business located at 510 North Service Road in beautiful Grimsby on the lake. Thank you for joining me today, Tatiana.
Thank you.
So we're just going to go through some questions. We're going to do this a little bit differently on the video, whereas we'll just let you guide and tell us about what GT Kitchen is all about, why you came to Grimsby, and what exactly it is that you do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again for having me.
Please, take it away.
All right, so GT Kitchen and Bath, we focus on custom cabinetry, whether it's your kitchen cabinetry, vanities, closets, TV units, anything that is customizable in the cabinetry world, we're able to do. We represent our local brand, which is Elmwood, out of St. Catharines. They've been around for 60 plus years, and they're now part of the Cabico group. So they have their Cabico group, and then they are the Elmwood line, which is medium to high end, no limitations on the finishes,
right,
the quality of the product, accessories, and everything is customizable with that brand. We also do decor from Manitoba. And we also carry Nature Cast, which all of our three lines are Canadian lines. So we support definitely all the Canadian manufacturing and of course our local companies that we work with. So how it all started is that I myself studied fine arts and design. And so I worked in a couple of different areas and then finally got back into the kitchen world as the other half of GT, Gabe, has been working the kitchen world for over, I would say, 15 years. So, with our combination of my knowledge in the design world and the customer service aspect and his technicality in building, designing and installation kind of worked together and we merged GT Kitchen and Bath. So we started with this showroom 7 years ago in the Grimsby area. And the reason why we thought Grimsby is a great location is that we felt that the market was not saturated and there was not enough kitchen companies in the area. And it was close proximity to St. Catharines. So it was kind of like a halfway point where we felt that we could service the entire Niagara region, be open to the Grimsby community and in a nice area that's developing. It's been developing a lot, especially here Grimsby on the lake. This used to be land and lake and now we've developed into, beautiful townhouses, buildings like the one that we're in. So it's been wonderful. It's been a great experience to be able to be exposed. Also, we're along here on the highway, and then we have the lake. So what a beautiful drive.
Too, right?
Great visibility, beautiful drive, the proximity to the lake. It's a growing area, plus Grimsby itself, just, with the houses that need renovation, we get a lot of walk-ins, good visibility, and a lot of new clients as well that are wanting to update their kitchen or, take it to the next step. So not just new kitchens, but they want to change certain things and aspects. And since we do everything customizable, we do painted finishes and such, we're able to accomplish that for most of the part, unless it's a very particular and unique finish that we're not able to match.
And anybody looking to get kitchen and bath is obviously improving their home and their living space as well, whether they tend to live in there for years to come or even possibly sell somewhere down the road in the future.
Absolutely. And right now, I think after everything has happened with COVID, I think a lot of people look at the home in a different way, in a different light. So, because we spend so much more time in it than the usual, so I think people are really forced, but beautiful. It's it's beautiful to have your home looking beautiful, to feel comfortable and updated and everything else and maintained. And I think for the value and how everything's been going in the real estate world, which has been crazy, it's been great. A lot of people, lots of projects, a lot of eager people wanting to get things done. And in normal time frame, because I know we were going to speak about what our cabinetry lead times are and how projects run.
Right.
It normally starts with a consultation, whether it's at the client's home or they come to our showroom to see finishes and what they're looking to do. Then we set measurements, and then from the measurements we do 2 or 3D drawings, and we do technical drawings as well. So we invite the clients back here to do the design, to view the design, to view the materials, to see, if it's soft closing, if it, lifts up, if, you want it to be maple, if you want it to be wood, if you want it to be white, anything along those lines. So usually the typical time frame from people choosing the kitchen and doing all of that is usually from 1 to 3 months, depending on the time frame that people are taking, if they're shopping around, if they're waiting for appliances, looking at design. So our regular lead times are 7 to 10 weeks for cabinetry. Then after that, you get your cabinetry installed, and then after that is the stone that you wait about 2 or 3 weeks. So as long as you kind of set everything up for success, that you have everything lined up, that's a usual time frame, a good 3-month time frame from beginning to end.
And you focus on minimal disruption to the client's
That's
home
the
and their
idea.
lifestyle.
So
right?
the idea is to be as efficient as possible. If we're removing old cabinetry, to do it the week of the delivery, so that it's less disruption for the home and the family. When you don't have a kitchen, the kitchen is truly the heart of the home. You don't know how much you use your kitchen until you don't have it.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
sink is huge, really important. An area very well used and used with a lot of traffic and flow. So the least disruption, the better. And what we try to do with the removed old cabinets is either they're donated to Habitat for Humanity, which is a great way of reducing waste, of having, that saying, someone else's garbage is someone else's treasure.
Absolutely.
And everyone can reutilize it in a rental, in the basement, at the cottage, in anything, or even in your own home, because you know what, you might have a different idea than what the people had, right?
Sure. Could create a laundry room or something.
Exactly,
along those
100%.
lines, right?
There's so many options with that, so it's great. We don't like to take things to landfills. We like to, try to help the planet as much as we can.
Perfect. So you have a green vision.
Exactly, a green vision. With Elmwood too, there's a green vision for all of the trees that they're cut down for the wood kitchens. They're replanted. The emissions are off into the air. So, everyone tries to make their part as much as we can. So we try to recycle. We're at the
Perfect.
recycling plant 2 or 3 times a week, taking, cardboard and anything that we can definitely donate and salvage, we definitely will.
Right.
But, along the timeline, the idea is that everything's reused, that the clients are happy, that we make everything as smooth as possible, taking into consideration that it is construction, and construction, we may have a couple of, hiccups, but from our point of view, I like to say that, we like to prepare for everything, kind of have everything in, and then work from there. And if there is something that came in wrong, or you have damage or a dent, or there's something wrong, we already know what the next step is,
Right.
and you already know that it'll be replaced, that we will be changed, and we work to finish the full project with everyone being happy and 100% satisfied.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So do you explain the green vision and theory to each and every customer?
So I guess it depends on the project. Some projects will be definitely considering wood, right? So if we're considering a wood species, then I go more into detail with them, because I know some people with Elmwood in particular, you can get as specific as to the plot and lot where the trees are taken
Oh
from
my gosh, wow.
in the exotic woods, right? So when you have that in mind, it's important to be able to explain to them that that is part of the vision behind it and how important that is. So yeah, I always try to tell people that we try to obviously be as clean as possible, try to recycle as much, try to replant trees with the factory with the different woods that they use. So it's great. And so with the factory, the emissions, the plants, the dust, everything
Oh,
else.
perfect.
So yeah, it's not 100% green. We would love to be to that, but the idea is that at least we strive to work towards it. So we try to educate people if they're interested in knowing, especially if they're going with a wood product, where the wood is from, what we do afterwards, and the replanting, which is always great.
Perfect. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not to be selfish, but one of my favorite things, given that it's spring now,
Yes.
see a lot of people doing outdoor kitchens, and some backyards are very extravagant with outdoor kitchens, and they've
Oh,
got
yes.
a lot of experience with
100%, yeah.
outdoor kitchens. Can you touch on that a little bit in some
Absolutely.
projects?
So we carry a line called Nature Cast, which is based out of St. Catharines, and we do outdoor kitchens. So our outdoor kitchens are amazing because they are weatherproof. They're made out of PVC, just like your pipes and your drains. So they're water and heat resistant and cold resistant. So they're resistant to the elements. So you can have them outside and they withstand the elements. And the amazing thing with them is that we're able to use the product and make it look like a textured melamine. We're able to make it look like a painted finish, such as these cabinets. A lot of people like that feel and look. Or if you're going for more of that outdoor look, we're able to do them such as these, textured. And here's the thickness of the door and what it looks like in the interior. and the exterior, you get to see the wood finish on there. And you can do a more traditional look with this kind of style door, with a louver door, and then you have your, you know, simple slab door with the trim around it. So you're able to do like that, this one, like the shutter style, that, or a shaker, just like the ones that we have on display. So it's great to be able to, you know, have that in your outdoor area. And the great thing is that we are not 100% customizable, because the reason is that this line works with the barbecues and with the accessories. So we work with certain sizes, but the great thing is that you can recreate just so many amazing looks, really. I invite you to look in our website, and I'll definitely share some more information.
Perfect.
So you can see some of our projects. We're working on a project in Smithville right now, which I have to take pictures of. It's looking beautiful. For the outdoor kitchens, we recommend using the natural elements, which are, for the stone, would be a natural granite that can be exposed to the elements and it's not a problem. We also recommend Decton by Silestone, which is an amazing porcelain sheet that can withstand the heat, the cold, and we cut it to size. And it becomes in different thicknesses. So the great thing is that if you want more of a sleeker kitchen, we are able to do that. And then the other thing is the polished concrete. So if you have someone that, you know, does the polished concrete look and that,
Right.
it's nice, could definitely withstand the elements. And now that it's spring, you know, barbecue season is here, so we might as well take advantage of being outdoors and being able to utilize our outdoor space.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned you have a website. How would customers get, other than the website, how would customers get in touch with you?
Well, the great thing is that we're all on social media platforms. We're
Perfect.
on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Pinterest. We have our website, which is www.gtkitchen.ca. You can give us a call at 905-324-0241. You can also text us, call us, and email us. And you can email us at info@gtkitchen.ca. So I will definitely make that available to you. And it's just a phone call away or a text away. We can, you know, get in touch and then continue from there. So we're able to kind of answer everyone's questions via whatever method works better for them.
Perfect. That's awesome. Now, we talked about shopping local. What does shopping local, and what is the importance of that to you?
So to me, shopping local is very important because it's supporting the community and supporting, you know, the people that you work with and that built this community and this essence. So I myself like to work with local, you know, other businesses that are, you know, residential plumbing, electrical, general contracting, or people that provide us materials. I think having a good support team that you know who you're working with, you know their craftsmanship, you know how well they work in their professionalism, I think is important. And to, you know, make actually as a community, everyone grow. So to me, I think working with local shops and local people is great. You get that one-on-one that you don't get with a mass huge company, right?
Right,
You
for
get
sure.
the one-on-one, you get to meet people's faces, you get to see their stories, you know, you get to see them as you walk by, and you know their work, you know where they are, that you can go knock on their door, ask for help, and you're gonna get that, you know, that answer that you're looking for, that help that you're looking for. So I support local shopping, and that's what makes the small communities grow like this, right? Grimsby is a small community, but it's well knit. There's a little bit of everything, you know, you can find everything here.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's great. I think it works great when you support each other and you kind of lift each other up.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Tanya.
No
Tatiana,
problem.
do you have any other things you would like to show us or discuss about
Well,
your business?
with our business, well, let me tell you, we do everything from, you know, your more transitional kitchens to more modern, which we can take a look at the corner, to the more rustic, and we have vintage series as well. As long as I also mentioned to you the outdoor kitchen. So I think that we're well-rounded in the, you know, options that we're able to provide for our clients. Everything is soft close, all of our hinges are hardwired our bloom. There's warranty obviously on the customer's cabinetry and on the stone. So there's a lifetime warranty depending on how the pieces are. So there's always something backing it up. And like I said, there's no limitations in the design aspect of it. We're able to pretty much recreate with our 3 lines anything that anyone is looking for.
So the sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit, right? And our cabinetry line starts from medium to high end. So we don't have anything like super entry level, but what we do have, it's, you know, made nicely, works beautifully, it's got the warranty, and it's gonna last you the lifetime that you need it to. You know, I've seen kitchens, I've serviced kitchens for Elmwood that are 25 plus. Actually, my friends, they live out on a farm and the kitchen's 36 years old. And it's still perfect, a perfect, beautiful oak kitchen, just like this, with more of the golden series. And you know what? It really withstands the test of time. So I think that when you're shopping with us, you're more shopping quality. You're shopping the one-on-one experience that you're able to speak to, 3 or 4 of us that are in the showroom, and you know exactly who to go to. And if so is not here, the next person knows exactly what we're talking about because we communicate well as a team. So I think that experience is important, being able to talk to someone that is able to get back to you, that has answers for you, and there's that one-on-one, report. I think people appreciate that. Instead of talking to a million people,
Absolutely.
being able to go to that one person for resolutions, for answers, for questions, or for add-ons, right? Because some people are like, oh, I just thought of this, or this idea came to me, right? The brainstorming.
Absolutely.
So it's great that they're able to kind of contact all of us.
They get personal touch as well.
Exactly, the personal touch. The idea is the attention to detail, the personalization, the customer service. I think that those are really important things because the quality of the cabinetry and of our manufacturing is there. Because it's companies that have been around for 60 years plus, and they've been around forever, and they've refined all of the little details.
Right.
So we have that we're comfortable with. So, and on top of that, then we're comfortable with servicing people and helping everyone out. So I think it's a good mesh. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, you know what? We're not huge, but we work with amazing companies that have quality product. And then what we're able to do with clients and that personal touch, I think a lot of people leave very happy and satisfied with the product and the service that they receive.
That's awesome because it is like a lifelong
It's
investment on something like that.
It's an investment on something like that. And it's a very emotional buy. When you walk into people's homes and you start picking apart certain areas of the home, it's such a personal thing. Or for example, for me, my home is very important, and I know for many people are. So there's a psychology factor to it where I think there's a lot of psychology involved in this, just like you would say in real estate, right?
Absolutely.
So with that psychology factor in there, you have to, make sure you speak to the wife, the husband, or the team that's involved in the whole thing. Make sure that they both feel comfortable, find those compromises in their space. And, walk them along the process. It's an emotional buy. It's an expensive buy, obviously, because not everyone redoes their kitchen every day. And depending on the size of the project, some people leave their floor and they're just changing the cabinetry. But sometimes it gets a little bit more in depth, floors, walls, electrical, plumbing, ceiling, painting, restructuring. So when you start getting in that, you start to see tempers rise, and things like that. So you have to be able to talk to people, talk to them, calm them down, and be there for support. So I think it's a lot of psychological factors behind that too. And, that personal touch, feeling the other person's feelings, be able to reciprocate that warmth and that kindness back as well.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very psychological, I think.
It is. Something like in the home, like selling a home, buying a home, renovations in a home, it's very personal.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
sure.
so and it's a major project. So yeah, definitely a lot of that I find. But I also find that people respond well when you're able to communicate with them in a good way and able to understand them, right? And kind of walk a mile in their shoes.
Absolutely.
So yeah, no, it's worked out well.
That's terrific. That's great. Tatiana, thank you so much for sitting down and being interviewed today. It's been a great opportunity to learn more about your business and your community involvement. Be sure to visit Tatiana and GT Kitchen and Bath. They're an amazing asset to our community, located at 510 North Service Road in beautiful Grimsby on the Lake. Once again, I'm Terry Cain, real estate agent with Keller Williams Complete Niagara Realty. Thank you, and join us again for our next episode of Local Leaders.